Hi, my name is Natalie. I have psoriasis since the age of 30. I started with just a plaque on my head and on my leg, and I went and consulted a dermatologist. He prescribed creams, and after that my disease got worse. The plaques got bigger, the hair, I had psoriasis in the scalp, and I got shampoos and creams and all kinds of different things, and then started phototherapy after that. When my daughter was 5 years old, she had open heart surgery, so it was a very stressful part in my life, and my psoriasis were at a point that I was covered, I'd say 90% of my body, and I was scratching so much that I was bleeding. So I went and I got different kinds of, I went to consult another dermatologist, and she prescribed me an intensive cream where it smelled like tar, and it wasn't very pleasant. And then it seemed to have subsided and then came back, and then I started phototherapy, and I also, after that, I started other kind of medications, and now I'm on biologic for the last 4 or 5 years. And before I started the biologics, I had a bad arthritis. Started with, it could be a finger, a foot, a heel, it could be anything that would be sore. And actually, it started with my ankles at first, and didn't really know what it was. When I went to consult, that's when they told me that I had arthritic psoriasis. That was arthritic psoriasis that I was having, and they started me on different medication, and finally I got on biologics and changed my life. Most of the physical activities I really couldn't do very well because of my arthritis, where I couldn't walk for a very long time. Or sometimes I would wake up in the morning and it'd take me a half hour just to get out of the bed and to manage to take my shower and do my everyday kind of chores and activities. At one point my doctor even wanted me to stop working because she said you're not going to be able to function anymore. But she says, well, I'll let you decide what you want to do, and if you just want to keep on, if you want to keep on working. And I just kept on working and tried different kind of medication until I fell on biologics, and it completely removed all my arthritis at this point anyway. As soon as I say to somebody I had psoriasis, of course they'd start looking for plaques and stuff like that, but I don't have any, so I said, no, well, I'm in treatment, so it's going very well. But, you know, it's hard to, people seem to don't know very much about psoriasis, actually. When you go to like a public place, but I would go to the water parks and all this, and people would look at me strangely, like I had some AIDS or some kind of deadly disease. I was pretty lucky because the people that were around me were sort of used to it, and I was very open with it, so they were not traumatized. But if I look at now, presently, the relationship that I'm in now, my boyfriend, it does bother him a lot if I have psoriasis, even if it's just a couple of little spots that come out just because I'm close to my treatment date. I can see that it bothers him, and he's very uncomfortable with psoriasis himself. But to me, I was never really. I always went over it. I try not to stress with it because I know that stress doesn't help psoriasis. So it's the worst thing you can do is start stressing about it. I would say I never give up. Because I tried even 3 different biologics, and now it's like going super great. So it's just a scare, of course, that one day it won't work because we don't know when our immune system is going to kick in and say, okay, we don't want this anymore. So that's a stress, but you can never give up. That's what I would say, never give up, and try different things, and you know, just never give up.